America's migrant and seasonal farm workers play a vital role in ensuring there is fresh food on families' tables. The amount of work they do is enormous, which is why the Arizona Department of Economic Security's Migrant and Seasonal Farm Worker Program was created. The program helps migrant and seasonal farm workers and English language learners with career decisions to help them achieve economic self-sufficiency and improved living and working conditions while working in the United States. Our team has an extensive knowledge of the farming industry and will work with both you and your employer to ensure that safe and fair working conditions are in place throughout the duration of your contract. MSFW staff's priority is to ensure that you know your rights while working in the United States. This orientation video will cover important information you should be aware of while working as a migrant and/or seasonal H-2A worker in Arizona. First, let's cover H-2A worker rights and reimbursements. Your visa only allows you to work with the company that processed your H-2A visa. Upon arrival to the U.S., your employer must reimburse any visa expenses you acquired. You will need to provide any receipts to your employer. Your employer has 2 weeks to reimburse you. Be sure to keep receipts for your travel and lodging expenses. Your employer will reimburse you for these items at the halfway mark of your contract. You must complete your obligation, which is 1/2 of your contract, and provide proof of expenses in order to be reimbursed. Your employer is obligated to pay you for 75% of your contract. If your employer has to end your contract before the originally agreed upon work end date, then you will be paid for up to 75% of the remainder of your contract. Employers also must arrange to have H-2A workers' return expenses covered prior to their returning to their hometowns. Next, let's cover things that may be deducted from an H-2A worker's paycheck. Deductions are standard amounts of money taken out of a paycheck for taxes or other programs. Social Security cannot be deducted from checks. Taxes cannot be taken from your checks without your written authorization. Although taxes are not deducted from your paycheck, you are responsible for filing an income declaration. An employer must provide a paycheck stub with every paycheck. The employer must also provide the amount of hours worked by the employee, if asked. H-2A housing and transportation. Worker living spaces are completed 1 month prior to arrival. Each housing unit is inspected and is brought up to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration standards, as well as the Employment and Training Administration standards. Your housing costs will be covered as part of your contract while working in the United States. Please note that housing must be kept clean and in the original state it was provided to you, and beds cannot be moved. Your transportation to and from work and to the grocery store are covered as part of your contract. 3 meals will be provided to you each day if you do not have a kitchen at your housing site. If that is the case, a minimal amount will be deducted from your daily pay to cover the costs of 3 meals. If you have a kitchen, you will need to purchase your food from the grocery store, with transportation being provided. To maintain a safe and healthy worksite, there are several standards your employer needs to meet while you are on the job. All agriculture workers should drink plenty of water. When working in high temperatures, employers must arrange frequent water breaks for the workers. Cool, clean drinking water with disposable cups must be provided by your employer each workday. In addition, on your worksite, your employer is responsible for the following. Bathrooms cannot be more than a quarter mile from your worksite, and there must be at least 1 bathroom for every 20 workers, and they must be kept clean and sanitary. Your employer is responsible for providing toilet paper, soap, and paper towels. If you are injured while working, report it to your supervisor immediately. Your employer has insurance for work-related injuries. Note that H-2A and agricultural workers are all compensated the same. As an employee, you are responsible for following the company rules provided to you in your company's policy. Throughout the state, Arizona at Work offers agricultural workers a variety of additional services at several locations near you. The DES Migrant Seasonal Farm Workers team understands the unique needs of Arizona's farm workers, and its role is to ensure your safety and help you achieve success while working in the U.S. If at any time any of your rights outlined in this video are violated, please contact DES immediately. All MSFW employees speak Spanish and know your role as farm workers. Thank you for your commitment to Arizona.